What's up, YouTube? This is Mathos197 and welcome to episode number 30 of my WWE 2K17 Universe Mode. We are here in Perth, Australia. The final leg of our Australian tour for this week for another edition of Main Event. And of course, this is going to be a huge one because this is the semi-final round of the Queen of the Ring tournament. The winner of our two matchups later on this evening will advance to WrestleMania to compete for the WWE Women's Championship. There's a huge prize on the line tonight, but only two of our four competitors are going to be able to win here tonight. Although there is still the matter of the last chance match, which we will touch on following this matchup. We'll give you guys a better explanation of what exactly the last chance match is. But I will say that even if Becky Lynch or Natalya were to lose tonight, they're not completely eliminated from the tournament just yet. They will still have one last shot, as the last chance match would entail. But like I said, more details on that following this matchup. As Becky Lynch, she's had a strong performance thus far in the tournament. Natalya as well. Natalya, she has advanced by defeating Carmella in the first round and Charlotte in the second. Becky Lynch, she defeated Naomi in the first round and Paige in the second. Two strong opponents for each of these two women to face. But obviously they've been all the better for it. But at the end of the day, only one of these two women can win this matchup and advance to WrestleMania. Both of these women are submission specialists. Both of these women you could also classify as powerhouses. A clash of very similar styles in this matchup tonight. In our main event later on, we're going to see the matchup on the left side of your screen, Asuka versus Sasha Banks. And that's going to be a very entertaining matchup as well. But this is what we're starting off with, as Becky Lynch right out of the gate going straight for the arm of Natalya. And of course, that is Becky Lynch's trademark, trying to soften her up for the disarm her. And if Becky can lock that in, well, it might be a done deal. She might be advancing to WrestleMania right then and there. But then again, it's just a smart strategy in general to work on the arms of your opponent in a matchup like this, where your opponent is a submission specialist. If you can wear down that arm, they're not going to be able to apply whatever. Well, I mean, that definitely does limit the amount of submissions you can use, or at least the amount of submissions that you can use effectively, because if you're without one of your arms, you're definitely not going to be able to apply as much pressure into each of those holds as you would like. And especially if you're a powerhouse. I mean, you could still potentially use one arm. It's a bit easier to be a powerhouse when you have both your arms rather than... or what am I trying to say? It's a lot easier to be a powerhouse when your arm is being targeted as opposed to your leg, because, you know, your legs are your foundation. But in the case of these two women, I think it's a smart strategy to go to work on those arms. Focus more on the submission side of their arsenal. Because, yeah, you might still be able to power out of things with one arm, but it's a lot more difficult to, especially for someone like Becky Lynch, it's a lot more difficult for her to apply the disarm her with only one arm. It's a lot more difficult for Natalya to apply the sharpshooter with only one arm. And even if you manage to apply it, keeping that hold, having the strength to maintain that until your opponent taps out, well, that's another feat entirely. Let's look at Natalya. Massive power slam to Becky Lynch. There's the strength on display that I was talking about as Natalya. Nice elbow straight to the face. Gonna look for an early pinfall here. 1, 2, just a 1 count. Not even a 2. Becky Lynch not gonna show any signs of weakness this early in the matchup. As Natalya with the head scissors, but Becky Lynch rolls through. Becky Lynch able to escape it. As now Becky Lynch hooks the arm, catches the leg, look out. Backpack facebuster. Nice move by Becky Lynch. As now she puts the boots to Natalya. Now looking to stomp right on that arm. As Becky Lynch, I mean, I'm not gonna... She is my pick to win this tournament. I'm not gonna hide it. But Natalya definitely is a game competitor. Natalya, a former Divas champion here in the series. One of the veterans on this roster. So she's been around the bush. You know, she knows a thing or two about how to succeed here in this business. As look out, Natalya, able to escape the sleeper hold. She's got that veteran in-ring awareness. However, age could potentially come back to cost her in this matchup tonight. As Natalya, she's been in more matches, more of a wear and tear on her body. Let's look at this submission hold. You want to talk about wear and tear? That'll nearly snap your spine. Natalya doing a wonderful job at going to work on the back of Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch trying to go for a crucifix into a pin, but Natalya getting caught up in the ropes. There's no way she's going to go for a pinfall off that, but look at Becky Lynch. Caught the leg, massive suplex, hook of the leg on Natalya. 1, 2... Now a kick out by Natalya. There's the strength of Becky Lynch on display. Becky Lynch, however, unable to put her away with that leg capture suplex. But it has Natalya staggered. Well, not for long. Natalya reverses, counters into a reverse DDT. And now Natalya going to work on the legs as well. Of course, go to work on the lower back, go to work on the legs, soften Becky Lynch up for that sharpshooter. Brilliant strategy by Natalya being employed here. But Becky Lynch able to roll out of it. Natalya disoriented. As now Becky Lynch looking for perhaps a suplex, but it was reversed by Natalya. Natalya's got her up on her shoulders. Oh man! Fireman's carry backbreaker by Natalya. Becky Lynch is in the center of the ring. Don't tell me, Natalya. She's looking to win this matchup already. Sharpshooter. The sharpshooter is cinched in. Center of the ring. Becky Lynch. She's not going to get a rope break. She can't save herself that way. Is she going to submit? Is Becky Lynch going to tap out to the sharpshooter? She's struggling. She's trying to fight it. Becky Lynch able to roll over to her shoulders. Or roll over to her back, rather. And she's able to escape the hold. Able to alleviate the pressure. And now look at Becky Lynch. Hammerlock, reverse DDT. Nice move by Becky Lynch as she hooks the leg on Natalya. 1, 2. Kick out by Natalya. It's a miracle that Becky Lynch was able to survive that sharpshooter after getting hit with that fireman's carry backbreaker. But I don't know if Natalya can lock in that sharpshooter again after all the damage that has been done to Becky Lynch's spine. I doubt that Lynch is going to be able to get out of it. But Becky Lynch, that's the thing. As long as Natalya doesn't lock it in again, well, then she'll be fine. If she can keep up this offensive assault like she's doing right now. Flurry of leg drops. As Becky Lynch now calls Natalya to her feet. The second generation wrestler is in trouble. Look at this. Another leg capture suplex. But Becky Lynch not going for the pinfall this time. She knows that that's not good enough. But what she's done is put Natalya right in position for an elbow drop. Becky Lynch, meanwhile, she crashed and burned as well. Both women are down. As Becky Lynch able to bring herself to her feet. But how much did that elbow drop take out of her? As Natalya struggles to her feet, but no, she's going right back down and into the disarmer. Becky Lynch with the submission. Natalya can't get to the ropes. She's trapped as well. Can Natalya escape this? Yes, she does. She's able to force her way out of it. But again, oh my God, what a drop kick to the leg. Right to the knee of Becky Lynch. These two women are submission specialists, so it's no surprise that they were able to survive each other's finishing moves. But the human body can only take so much punishment. All it might take is just one more application of each submission hold. As look at this, the referee. The referee checking Becky Lynch's shoulders, making sure they're off the canvas. This is really a double-edged sword here. Natalya, she's got the chance to pin and make Becky Lynch tap out. As right now, wait, no. Natalya's two-pronged attack was not strong enough to put Lynch away. As Becky Lynch able to escape it. And here comes Becky Lynch now. She's throwing hands, throwing forearms, more like it. As Natalya staggered, Becky Lynch, massive kick right to the arm of Natalya. And here's Becky Lynch with the exploder. Exploder suplex by Becky Lynch. Natalya. What is Becky Lynch trying to set up here? Becky Lynch, she's looking for it again. Another leg capture suplex, but Natalya with a massive DDT. Able to counter out of it. And now Natalya has her up on her shoulders again. She's gonna look for that backbreaker, and she drills it. The knee straight into the spine of Becky Lynch. And this is bad news for Lynch. Natalya looking to apply the sharpshooter again. And there's no way that Lynch is gonna get out of this. Natalya off that second backbreaker, the second sharpshooter, it's over. Becky Lynch had no choice but to tap out. Natalya was gonna snap her in half if she didn't. And just like that, Natalya is going to WrestleMania. She has qualified for the Women's Championship match. She will face the winner of Asuka versus Sasha Banks later on. And Becky Lynch, she moves into that last chance matchup. She's got one last chance to survive in this tournament. But Natalya, meanwhile, she's going straight to WrestleMania. And it's hard to deny that Natalya deserves it. A strong performance in this tournament thus far. Of course she deserves to be in that Women's Championship match. As we approach the final round of the Queen of the Ring tournament, it's time to address the elephant in the room. The last chance match. What is it? How does it work? The answer is in the title. This match is the last chance for our semi-finalists to make it to WrestleMania. As you just saw, Natalya has qualified for the women's title match, but Becky Lynch hasn't been eliminated yet. Next week, she will take on the loser of the Sasha Banks-Asuka match, and the winner of that match will advance to the Triple Threat Championship match to face Natalya and the winner of our main event this evening. Becky has shown us that she has a bright future ahead of her, but if she can win that last chance match next week, she will be one step closer to attaining her dream. Becky Lynch is far from done with the Queen of the Ring tournament. She's got one last chance to make it to the Triple Threat at WrestleMania, but that'll be taking place next week. As we look to conclude our tour of Australia, of course, we had to bring the hometown kid, Buddy Murphy, some main event. You know, Perth, Australia, not exactly his hometown. He is from Melbourne, but still, Buddy Murphy, the people here in Perth, Australia, they love him. It was only fitting that, you know, when we have a tour like this, you gotta bring in, you know, you gotta bring in the, not the hometown people, but you gotta bring in the countrymen. You gotta put on a good show for these people. And Buddy Murphy, that's exactly what he does. At Roadblock, unfortunately, he and Wesley Blake came up short against the Revival. But tonight, Buddy Murphy looks to bounce back from that tag team loss with a singles victory here tonight on Main Event. As you hear the crowd, I mean, they're on their feet giving Buddy Murphy a standing ovation. The crowd really got behind these two, Blake and Murphy, at Roadblock when they took on the Revival. A bit of a change of heart recently from Blake and Murphy. Definitely has warmed up. You know, they really have warmed up to the crowd, and the crowd the same for them. But tonight, here comes a man who the crowd has, well, recently soured on. Whereas Buddy Murphy has recently gained the admiration, the adoration of the crowd, CM Punk has lost it. And CM Punk set for singles action tonight against Buddy Murphy. CM Punk, well, he has actually said that next week on SmackDown, he is going to address his actions, both at the Royal Rumble and in the Triple Threat match that took place 2 weeks ago, just prior to Roadblock. We're not really sure what CM Punk's stance is in regards to Daniel Bryan. At the Royal Rumble, CM Punk eliminated Bryan from the match after he had already been eliminated. But then just 2 weeks ago on SmackDown, CM Punk came to the aid of Daniel Bryan after Brock Lesnar sought to destroy him. I really don't know what's going on with CM Punk, folks. But he's looking to address that next week on SmackDown. I'd say it's about damn time. As CM Punk now makes his return to main event here tonight against Buddy Murphy. The crowd obviously in support of Buddy Murphy in this matchup tonight. As CM Punk with a nice spinning back kick to the face. Then follows it up with a running face wash, driving that boot right across the face of Buddy Murphy. It's going to be a tough task for Buddy Murphy to try to overcome tonight, taking on a former two-time WWE champion in CM Punk. But hey, if Buddy Murphy could win this matchup tonight, that would be huge for him. Let's look at CM Punk. Suplex out to the floor. Buddy Murphy crashing right into that concrete. And there you see CM Punk throwing up a pose for the crowd. That very same suplex that he used against Daniel Bryan to eliminate him from the Rumble. But Buddy Murphy blocks with a knee to the skull. Look at Buddy Murphy. Neckbreaker. As the back of Punk's skull ricochets off the concrete floor. As Murphy now whips him into the barricade and back into the ring. Buddy Murphy, for a while, he and Wesley Blake were the whipping boys for Seth Rollins. You know, they were the ones who did all the grunt work, all the dirty work. But finally, you know, they were fed up with Seth Rollins. They wanted something better. They wanted something more for themselves. And they finally turned their backs on Seth Rollins. Unfortunately, the Revival were there, right in their way, on the side of Seth Rollins. And as a result of that, Murphy and Blake, they couldn't overcome the Revival at Roadblock. The dirty tactics of the Revival were just too much for them to deal with. But look at Buddy Murphy! Buddy Murphy, the diving Meteora, knee straight to the shoulders. 1, 2. No, a kick out by Punk, but Punk couldn't even power out of that. He just barely got the shoulder off the canvas. That would have been a massive upset for Buddy Murphy right there if he could have pinned CM Punk. But Murphy's far from done here. Pump handle neckbreaker, devastating move. Buddy Murphy might have this in the bag. Huge upset. 2. No. Of course, that's why it would be an upset, because of how resilient CM Punk is. He has a track record of being successful, and to be successful, you've got to be resilient. But Buddy Murphy really pushing CM Punk to the limit here tonight. A massive kick to the sternum, looking to kick his chest in. And now the crowd rises to their feet as Buddy Murphy could be looking for that brainbuster, Murphy's Law. But it's not in effect. CM Punk reverses with a knee to the skull. And here comes CM Punk, a massive, massive boot. Roundhouse kick to the back of the skull. Buddy Murphy's out on his feet. The lights are on, but nobody's home. And CM Punk, big knee in the corner. Follows it up with a bulldog. CM Punk now picks him back to his feet. He's looking to throw him to another corner. Knee to the skull again, and another bulldog. CM Punk is just wearing out Buddy Murphy, just slowly wearing him down. As CM Punk now to the top rope, paying homage to the Macho Man with a Macho Elbow. CM Punk now hooks the leg on Buddy Murphy. 1, 2, 3. Kick out by Buddy Murphy. CM Punk is beside himself. Clearly, CM Punk is not giving Buddy Murphy enough credit. But Buddy Murphy, was that on instinct alone that he kicked out? Does he have anything left in the tank? As Punk has him up on his shoulders, we're about to find out. Go to sleep, GTS, it's over. Buddy Murphy, he is done. He's out like a light. But CM Punk not going for the pin off the GTS. He's looking to make a statement tonight with the Anaconda Vice. The Anaconda Vice applied to Buddy Murphy, and Buddy Murphy's forced to tap out. He's got no choice. After that flurry of offense from CM Punk at the end of the match, there's no way Murphy was going to be able to escape from that. But give credit to Buddy Murphy. He really brought the fight to CM Punk tonight, which is potentially more than anyone here in the audience was expecting. But CM Punk, he's got a lot on his mind, and he's got a lot that he's got to get off his chest on the next episode of SmackDown. What will CM Punk say? Well, who knows? As here we go, folks. It's main event time. And it is the last semifinal match of the Queen of the Ring tournament, and making her way to the ring, it is Asuka. Asuka set to go one-on-one, face-to-face with Sasha Banks. Asuka, to make it to this point in the tournament, she made quick work of both Nikki and Brie Bella. Sasha Banks, to her credit, she had to go through the legendary Trish Stratus and Bayley to make it to this point. But Asuka, she has very clearly been the standout in this tournament. Now that my pick, Becky Lynch, has been eliminated from the tournament, I think I gotta go with Asuka. Because Asuka, I mean, you can't, we've seen it. Her dominance in this tournament thus far. The fact that she tore apart two former Divas champions in the Bella Twins, and with almost little to no effort involved. Nikki, Bella, Brie, neither of them could even get a 2 count on Asuka. Asuka was just insane. It was just insane how much of a threshold for pain Asuka appears to be capable of enduring. And Sasha Banks, well, you can see her brushing off her shoulders. She's certainly got a huge weight on her shoulders tonight. I mean, it's no easy task going up against Asuka. But I suppose, if anybody could do it, would it be Sasha Banks? Because Sasha Banks, she's clever, and she's wicked. She'll definitely bend the rules as much as she can to get what she wants. And perhaps that could be what gains her a bit of an edge in this matchup. Undoubtedly, she goes into the matchup as the underdog. I mean, just looking at the track record of Asuka, the dominance she's shown in the tournament thus far, she's going to be the favorite going into any matchup that she's in. But Sasha Banks, she's a capable fighter in her own right. If anybody can stop Asuka, maybe Sasha Banks is the one to do it. The referee rings the bell. The match is underway. Sasha Banks, right out of the gate, bringing the fight straight to Asuka with a massive dropkick. This is what Sasha Banks needs to do. Keep Asuka on the mat as Asuka's back to her feet, but Sasha Banks continues to strike. But Asuka with the reversal. Oh, and a massive backhand. She staggered her. 2 massive backhands from Asuka. And just like that, the momentum completely shifts into Asuka's corner. As Asuka with these devastating strikes, punches, kicks, and now back suplex. Sasha Banks, she came out of the gate all guns blazing. But now look at Asuka. She's in control and she knows it. And Sasha Banks, she doesn't want any part of that. Asuka telling her to bring it on. Sasha Banks, she's getting out of dodge. Sasha Banks to the outside and now goading Asuka in. Oh, don't tell me she's gonna fall for this. Asuka! I mean, that's about the oldest trick in the book. Or maybe Asuka just doesn't care. Asuka just wants to fight, so she doesn't care if Sasha Banks plays a dirty trick like that. Asuka's not going to play this waiting game that Sasha Banks was trying to employ. But as a result, that bullheadedness has just given Sasha Banks the advantage, but not for long. Asuka dumps her over the barricade. And now Asuka looking to get back into the ring. She's aware of the ring count. She knows that Sasha Banks has to get back into the ring. And now Asuka just telling her to bring it on. Sasha Banks, you see, creating some distance. Referee, what are you doing? The referee just got in the way. And Sasha Banks takes her down with the head scissors. Well, Sasha Banks, she was in the ropes. Asuka was perhaps looking to strike her before she even made it back in the ring. Referee trying to keep this matchup fair. But unfortunately for him, that's going to backfire on Asuka in a major way. As Sasha Banks currently is in control here, going right to work on the left leg of Asuka, and that's smart. Take out the legs, take out the kicks of Asuka. But Asuka able to create separation. Look out! Sasha able to dodge it, able to dodge that roundhouse, and she plants her back into the canvas with the head scissors. Sasha Banks, it's now or never. She's got Asuka reeling. She's got to keep wearing her down. Can't let her regain any sort of momentum. Keep her on the mat. That's the best strategy you have. As Sasha Banks really going to work on those legs. Now a Romero special. Asuka caught in the submission hold. Sasha Banks. This is that cleverness. Oh, but wait a minute. Asuka rolls through. Asuka able to escape the Romero special. And a roundhouse kick right to the skull of Sasha Banks. That one dazed her. Sasha Banks, she definitely is reeling right now as Asuka follows it up with a massive clothesline. As Sasha Banks, that's the thing, Asuka, I'd say she's pretty capable in terms of technical ability, but she's definitely not the best that we have to offer here in this business, in this industry. Sasha Banks, that's where she excels. But when it comes down to it, Asuka, she doesn't need her technical ability. She can just kick you in the face, and right there's a flash knockout. She's won the match. So Sasha Banks, she's got to really rely on that technical ability and just use as many dirty tactics as she can. Bend the rules as much as she can. That's how she's going to beat Asuka. But look at Asuka, she caught her and just drove her face first into the canvas. Asuka doesn't need to rely on tricks. Asuka can just come straight at you with her fists and her kicks. As look out, running hip attack. Asuka hooks the leg. 1, 2, no. Sasha Banks just barely able to survive. And I must give Sasha Banks credit. She has put up much more of a fight against Asuka than either of the Bella Twins could. But is that going to be enough? I don't think it will. Oh my god, massive German suplex, dropping Sasha Banks right on the back of her neck. Sasha Banks has not moved. That devastating German suplex folded her up like an accordion. And now Asuka whips her off the ropes, ducks behind, looking for another German. Oh, but Sasha Banks, roll up. 1, 2, not even a 2 count. Asuka quickly kicks out of that. But look at Sasha Banks, the backstabber, and she's going for the Banks statement. She's got it locked in. The Banks statement is applied. Is Sasha Banks gonna pick up a huge upset here over Asuka? Is Asuka gonna tap out to the Banks statement? Look how deep it's cinched in. But Asuka, reversal into a roll-up. 2, no. Sasha Banks just barely able to survive. Oh, but now look at Asuka. Asuka ducks a punch, and look at this cross arm breaker. Asuka with the cross arm breaker. Sasha Banks nowhere to go now. In a matter of seconds, in an instant, Asuka regains control. But Sasha Banks able to escape it. Asuka back to her feet. Sasha Banks with another roll-up. 1, 2, no, only a 1 count again. 1, 2, no. Sasha Banks now able to escape. But Asuka right now. Oh my god, massive punch. Asuka, the momentum is definitely in her corner. The moment she escaped that Banks statement. Wait a minute, reversal by Sasha Banks. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, curse of the commentator. The moment I start backing Asuka, Sasha Banks is back in it. Massive double knees to the midsection, into the pin. 1, 2, 3, no, just a 2. But Sasha Banks, she just got a 2 count on Asuka. That's more than either the Bellas can say. And Sasha Banks now, frog splash. This might do it. 1, 2, no. A kick out again by Asuka, my god. Sasha Banks, this is her chance. She's got Asuka reeling. This monster from Osaka, Japan. She's being backed into a corner. But not for too much longer, because here comes Asuka. Wait a minute. Reversal again by Banks. Asuka now up against the ropes. Sasha Banks, missile dropkick. Asuka goes over the top rope. And now look at Sasha Banks. Just kicking dirt off her shoes like, yeah, I just took out the trash. That attitude of Sasha Banks could be the end of her in this matchup. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks with the bankrupt out on the floor. And this is the intelligence of Sasha Banks that I'm talking about. She is well aware of where she is at all times. She knows how to use each part of the environment to full effectiveness. And that could give her the victory over Asuka in this matchup. Sasha Banks now thought maybe she was going to go for the pin. Wait a minute. Asuka with the reversal. Asuka's still in this thing. And look at Asuka now. Vicious knees to the spine. Sasha Banks helpless as she gets taken down with a reverse DDT. You know, Asuka, she might be a machine, but even if you hit a machine hard enough, it will eventually start to dent, start to crack. But Sasha Banks, I don't know if she's got enough big shots left in her. As look at Asuka. She applies the Asuka lock. Sasha Banks, she's done. She's going to tap out to this Asuka lock. Nobody can escape the Asuka lock. As Sasha Banks, she's so close to the ropes, though, that might be her only way out. As Sasha Banks, is she going to tap? No. Sasha Banks just escaped the Asuka lock. Well, she is a technician, that's for sure. Oh my God, Sasha Banks. The bank statement again. The bank statement is in for the second time. Asuka's gonna tap. Asuka's gonna tap. She's caught in the center of the ring by the bank statement. No! Asuka able to escape it. Sasha Banks able to kick out. But look at Sasha Banks. She's disoriented right now. Oh my God, massive kick. Here comes Asuka off the ropes for another running hip attack. For a moment, I thought Sasha Banks had her with the bank statement, but it's not over. Asuka right back in control with a massive roundhouse kick. I think she just knocked Sasha Banks out cold. Sasha Banks is out cold. 1, 2, 3. Asuka's moving on to WrestleMania. But how close was Sasha Banks? How close was the boss to advancing to WrestleMania there? She nearly had Asuka beat on several occasions in this matchup, at least by the looks of it. But Sasha Banks, she just didn't have enough left in the tank. She was really onto something there, but Asuka is just too damn powerful. And that's going to conclude this episode of Main Event. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep on YouTubing.